He wasn't expecting anyone to notice him, let alone message him. For months, Michael had been moving through life like a shadow, physically present, but mentally lost. He lived alone in a small apartment in Dallas, working a job that drained him and returning home every night, feeling like nothing in his world had meaning anymore. He wasn't sad because something terrible had happened. He was sad because nothing happened at all. His life felt empty, repetitive, and silent. The kind of silence that doesn't bring peace, but feels heavy. One night, sitting on the edge of his bed, he whispered to himself, "I don't know how much longer I can keep going like this." And at that exact moment, his phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. He frowned, thinking it was spam, but something told him to open it. The message said, "Hey, I hope you're okay. You look like someone who needs to hear a kind word today." Michael stared at his phone, confused. How could someone know? How could a stranger sense something no one else did? He typed back cautiously, "Do I know you?" The reply came instantly. "Not really, but I know what it feels like to struggle alone." For the first time in months, Michael felt a tiny crack in the wall he'd built around himself. They talked. Slowly at first, then more openly. He didn't share everything, but he shared enough for the stranger to understand he'd been lost for a long time. The stranger didn't try to fix his life. They didn't lecture. They didn't judge. They just listened. They reminded him of small truths he had forgotten. That even the smallest step counts. That progress isn't loud. That healing isn't fast. That he didn't have to carry everything alone. Over the next days, their conversations became the brightest part of Michael's evenings. The stranger's words made him think differently. They encouraged him to take care of himself in tiny ways, cleaning his room, drinking water, taking a walk, opening a window, breathing deeper. And slowly, those tiny things started changing how he felt. One night, after talking for hours, Michael asked, "Why are you helping me? You don't even know me." The stranger replied, "Because someone once helped me when I needed it. And now, it's my turn." But then, unexpectedly, after 2 weeks of talking, the messages stopped. No warning. No explanation. Just silence. Michael waited. And waited. But nothing came. He felt a familiar sadness returning. But something inside him didn't let him fall all the way back. Because this time, he wasn't the same person he was before. He got up the next morning and went for a walk, because the stranger had taught him that a walk helps clear your mind. He cleaned his room, because the stranger once told him that. Environments change moods. He made a small breakfast, because the stranger told him he deserved to take care of himself. And as he did these simple things, he realized something. The stranger wasn't trying to stay forever. They were trying to remind him how to stand again. A week later, Michael got one final message. "I'm glad you're doing better. Stay strong. You don't need me anymore." That was it. No name. No details. Just a message that felt like a gentle goodbye. Michael didn't feel abandoned. He felt grateful. That small, unexpected moment, a single message on a lonely night, had changed something in him. Not by fixing his life, but by reminding him that he was still worth saving. That he still had strength left inside. That he wasn't as alone as he thought. Months later, Michael would sometimes think about the stranger. Who they were. Why they reached out. Why they disappeared. But he understood something important. Sometimes people enter your life quietly, change you deeply, and leave before you can even thank them. Not because they don't care, but because their purpose was to help you realize you can carry yourself again. And now, every night before sleeping, Michael whispers the same words he once needed to hear. Tomorrow can still be better.